Hello, ctpf15. This is the first of several screencasts where I'm going to be commenting on your blogs. This first screencast will have blogs from Amy, Carter, Danielle. All right, first up, Amy. So this is a SJU freshman, a day in the life. The first thing that sticks out to me is that I have no idea whose blog this is. There's no name associated with it, and that's very important. I do like the images here that seem to be the ones that you were taking yourself. I like that you've got, it's a nice clean theme. It's pretty well laid out. I can click on here, and one of the first things I see is that this is uncategorized. And as we talked in class, that we need to have specific categories for each of our blog posts, because when I see this, the immediate thing is this person doesn't really know what she's doing, and I know that you do know what you're doing. I also would like to see a different name other than admin, so you can put your own name or your initials or something, but admin is not the greatest. You can change that in the settings area. As I scroll through this post, and remember, people when they read blogs, they tend to browse like this, I notice a couple things. When the post comes driving in, I would expect to see a photograph of the Pope driving in, especially since there are photos above. I also don't see any links, which is very important to see. I do see some tags. Those are great. Now, you did add hashes to each of these tags. That's understandable considering that we do this on Twitter and we do this also on Instagram. But you'll notice over here that WordPress doesn't recognize the hash symbol. So that's why each of these are coming up as one tag and these other ones are coming up as separate tags. So you might want to go ahead and go back and edit these and remove the hashes so you just have the regular tags. Just delete those tags altogether. I guess there's a menu up here, about. So this about page obviously has nothing. So we really do need to get the about page going so we learn who this site is about. So a couple things to do. We need to understand who this blog belongs to, or who this website belongs to. That's very important. And we really need to get some of those other things there. We need to get the images in because we have a very image heavy theme right here. We need to get them in later on, and we do need to add some links. Okay, next up is Carter Todd, a personal website. That's great. It's nice to know who we are seeing. This theme is an interesting one. It's pretty bland. I don't know if you have the ability to go ahead and add a custom header in here. I do like that you have a Twitter feed based on a list, which makes it more diverse than just yourself, which is great. Let's see. These squares here. The reason why that you don't have these squares is because you have to set a featured image for each of your posts with this theme, I assume. And in the dashboard, if you go to the posts area and add new, let's look, you can scroll down. Oops, it's not showing, but just on mine, can I move this? Yeah, good. I'll move this up. There's an area here where you can set a featured image. And you click on this and it will bring you to your images just as it normally would. And then that image should appear in this area. It's very important to take a look at how to use the theme that you're using. You can look up the theme online and go to the developer's website, and there should be a way to learn how to use it. Click on the post. Who's writing, who's falling, week 3. Very text heavy. Okay, it's nice. You're sort of got nice headings. I like that. That's based on our readings. But we need links to each of these things. Is there a person that you're talking, like Le'Veon Bell, returning this week, so on and so forth, Darius Hayward, Bay, Marcus Wheaton? Let's get some pictures in here. Is there a video? For example, we can embed a video about something that they're doing well that brings them onto the list. You know what? I'm seeing something about the Giants on your Twitter feed, so I'm distracted. Wes Welker, wide receiver for the Giants. Really? That's interesting. Very interesting. So falling, again, some videos. What is it that's making them fall? Let's see the evidence. Let's just not read the text. Let's get some videos going on in there. The About page. Hello, sports fans. This website is about my take on what's going on. This is about my take. Who are you, right? You're a freshman at St. Joe's. Okay, so we want to think about the ethos of being a freshman at St. Joe's and what that conveys to a reader. Is that going to convey confidence to a reader if you're just saying that you're a freshman, or is it going to convey confidence or lack of confidence? And that's up for you to decide. You might find that it is more effective for you to not put that this is a school-related blog and not put that that you're a freshman, that you are a sports writer and you are going to be writing about these kinds of things. I also think that we need a much more dynamic about page, as Amy Lynn Andrews explains. You might even go and take a look at her own about page and see how she's doing things. Because right now this is pretty bland and we're not really getting as much out of it as you can. Okay, but otherwise I think it's a nice start. We just need to get these images set up here, and we need to get the blog's posts to have a little bit more dynamic nature in them. Okie dokie. Danielle Godfrey, do it. Dan IY, do it for the blog. Crafts, again, we don't really know whose it is right off the bat, but we do have Dan, so that's a good start. This is a nice sort of clean theme. It's got one of those bottom borders. We do need to get a Twitter feed in here somehow. And let's see. So here we've got this uncategorized business showing up in your menu. I'm not sure exactly why that is. Maybe you just sort of clicked over each of the items into the menu. But that uncategorized needs to be taken out and just be gotten rid of. With crafts is nice. Proposal is nice. Eventually we can get rid of the proposal because we're not going to be needing that any longer. But we should also have a link to an about page. So in the menu area, just as you can add categories, there's also pages, and you click about and you just click add to menu and it'll pop up over here, and that's very exciting. And then you save it and it will save to your blog. Okay, let's take a look. Double dark brownies. Am I going to be starving after this? Brownies. Ah, I should get my inner Homer out here. Very yummy. Very yummy. Okay, I like the pictures. I think it would be great if these were taken with maybe one of the more professional cameras than the cell phone, because they have a different kind of consistency, although it is look gooey and delicioso. There, you say that the recipe originated from Taste of Home magazine. It was used by Bridget's family for years. We need links to these places where you're actually getting this stuff, okay? There seems to be a list issue going on here. Probably when you copied the recipe over, it was a list, and you had the list function created. So if you recopy it and use that feature of the make sure that you paste this text button is selected, and then you can make the list on your page, and that will be perfectly fine. We gather our ingredients, we boil the water, we make it dark, we produce the final yield delicious brownies. So, okay, it would be wonderful if we could see you eating the brownie, okay, or somebody eating the brownie, going, like an initial, maybe it can be like a feature of your blog, would be like this initial response to the brownie. That would be very, very cool. So, yeah, but I think that's a nice start. Where's your about page? I don't see an about page. We need an about page. There is none to be seen. Okay, let's click on. We're just passionate fans, Bellatiers. This theme, for some reason, in Firefox, makes Firefox run like molasses, just slow like molasses. So you might want to think about choosing a new theme. It doesn't look very passionate. It's just like, we're very passionate. It's sort of hidden in the side. It's not like in your face. It is much cleaner than the other one you were using, so that's good. I like that you've got these links here. Is this just Instagram? So it's your own Instagram, it's your own Twitter. Okay, and you've got your tweets. That's great. I've talked about the uncategorized business going on over here. Nice with the tags that we're starting to see. Make sure that they are in each of your posts. Again, no links. Okay, there's no links. I look at this and I see no links, and I'm like, all right, so what am I see links in the other ones down here, but we really need to have the links themselves. Here's an about page. All right, go back and take a look at the about, this article here, and really update your about page, as I was telling Carter that he needs to be able to do. So please go ahead and do that. Otherwise, the posts themselves, there's some nice things here. Yellow is an unfortunate choice because you can't actually see it. You really need to start working out your alignments because there's all these gaps in here, and that just is taking time and care because people will see that, and then it doesn't look like the time has been put to make sure that everything is just exactly the way that you want it to be. You might think about putting a little border around this. You could do that through the advanced options when you're editing an image, and we can go over that, but that will make it look nice. You can also float it or align it to the left so the text will wrap around it. That'd be something you might consider as well. So please go ahead and really pay attention to the way that it is looking and what people are going to be seeing and the layout, because all that is very, very important for our purposes. Let's see, Delia O'Brien, if not now, when? Okay, so we know the name. We know that there's this little subtitle, but I have no idea from the two of those what this blog is about. I look at this and I think it's going to be about architecture or a city. But I guess it's about food, right? Yeah, it's about food and going out on the town and those kinds of things. But here it says it's going to be about knowledge about photography, and now I'm not sure what it is about. I'm not really sure. There's this background with traffic. Is this like going to the airport or something? I'm not really sure what I'm seeing here while you're choosing a bunch of cars waiting as traffic. Again, we need to do your about page. So I would really think about what your header is, what you're trying to convey, what it is that this image is trying to convey, and then is it about pictures or is it about food or is it about both? Think about the layouts, and based on time, we're almost done here with this one. It's getting a little long. So let's see. We also need links to each of these things, like if you're Urban Outfitters or shopping or Rittenhouse Square. We really need links to each of these things. The images, again, there's the spacing issues going on here that really need to be corrected. And I think that is it. You've got a link over here. Posts are uncategorized. That really needs to be fixed. We need a tag cloud, I think. But yeah, it just really needs to have some updating and sort of figuring out what it is that this is all about. Okay, I'm going to sign off for now. We got through, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, looks like I'm going to have to do 5 at a time. And we'll get back to the next ones in a little bit. All right. If you have questions for me based on what I've said, please send me an email or send me a tweet, and I'll see you in class. Later.